Fantastic. I mean, look, all the comments in the chat tell us what we need to know, really, which is that was a wonderful presentation, María Eugenia. So thank you so much. I think, I personally learned an awful lot of things there, and it's not an area. I was English teacher for about 12 years. It's not an area where I feel even sort of nearly expert. So team, in the comments, we would love to get some questions from you. I have one already that I've got ready, but whilst I'm just locating that, I want to get some questions from the people watching. So you mentioned that brightness is an issue and can make things blurry in terms of the classroom environment and so on. So what about digital devices, phones, tablets, computers, and so on? What sort of impact does that have on the dyslexic learner?
Hi, Robert. Hi, people. Well, it is very important that we allow students to use those devices they need it. So it is important for us as teachers to know that they need the devices. So this is super, super important. Sometimes we, for example, we want students to write an essay. So the dyslexic students have some problems with that. So what they can do is to use a recording. They can record what they want to say, and then the device, yes, the specific application can turn this to the text. Yes, so we are working with all students doing the same activity, but they are using technology, yes, to mediate and well, they can reach and complete the activity. I don't know if I have answered.
No, absolutely. And what about? I mean, one of the things that always, I guess it's a question. It's a question from Gabriela Galonge. It's a great question because it was one of the things I was thinking about, which is assessment. So, what do we do with students who have dyslexia and are sitting for exams, and thinking particularly of Cambridge exams, for example, in English? So Cambridge, I think, do allow students more time or use of computer. What else can we do to support those students?
Okay, for example, if we are going to ask students to, in the test they have a reading activity, what we can do is to give the reading before, so they can have like a prior reading, yes, and then they can complete the test without any problem. So they need more time. It is not that they cannot cope with the different activities, but they need time to process or to complete the different activities. So this can be like an idea. For example, if we have planned like a very long exam, what we can do is to give like different parts, yes? So as soon as they complete one part, they can complete another, yes? But it is recommended, especially because I was reading some of the questions, it is recommended for secondary school students. We are working with novels, in fact, in foreign language, to give, yes, the text before they complete the test.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good one. I think some of the sort of more formal examiners don't do that, but I mean, that's something that, again, we need to think about. There was a couple of people who asked what were the names of the fonts. You mentioned some fonts that were particularly good. Can you just repeat those for us?
Yes, I will, but I want to say something about the previous question we were discussing. Sometimes it is a question of changing we as teachers, because it is that we tend to think that if we give the text to the students before, they are going to be they are going to cheat, yes, and in this case they need. So think about students, believe in them, yes. It's a question of like deconstructing teachers in a way, like teachers' ideas and beliefs. As regards fonts, I have recommended Trebuchet, Arial, Comic Sans. But there are some others that we can purchase. There are two. One is Dyslexi, one is Sassoon, and the other is Aphont. Maria Lina in the chat recommended Open Dyslexia. I don't know that. And there's another which is very, very interesting, which is Dyslexia Font. I will type it in the chat. And in this case, you have some models, so you can obtain some free copies. And this company offers different letters, different fonts and types according to a different level of education. So for example, if we want a specific font for kindergarten, we can obtain one for kindergarten students. And then if we are working with secondary school students, well, we can obtain another which is more specific for secondary school students. So I will type this in the chat just in case you're interested. And it is Dyslexia Font. But you can investigate, you can surf the net and see. And there are free samples. Yes. Another thing related to letters, to handwriting and to letters and fonts is like, I haven't said this, but it is recommended not to use capital letters in all the things that we provide to students. So use lowercase. Because capital letters is for them to, when we want to highlight important information. So we can highlight, we can use capital letters, or we can use bold type.
Okay, that's really, really helpful. Thanks, María Eugenia. Well, thanks. We've run out of time, so we've come to the end of our session today. So I'd like to say a big thank you to our two speakers today. Both excellent presentations and very, very different. I've really enjoyed this one because it's something that all of my teachers, I've got 20 teachers working for us in our remote teaching center in central Buenos Aires, and they've all been really, really talking about the need to have more tools and understanding of particularly dyslexia. So María Eugenia, enormous thank you to you. We're really grateful to you for your time. Excellent presentation, and we've got hundreds and hundreds of people online who are enjoying this, and we're obviously going to be sharing this on YouTube and hoping to get. It's the wonderful thing about doing these things online. Obviously, there's advantages and disadvantages to it, but if we think about what we did last year with ELT Week, we ended up having nearly 500,000 views. Now, if you think about that in practical terms, that's like filling River Plate Stadium 5 times. So that's the sort of power that you can get from doing things digitally. So we're grateful to you, María Eugenia. We're grateful to everyone who's attended today. Thank you so much. Tomorrow, my colleague Maddie is going to be leading the sessions. We really look forward to seeing you then. We've got 2 really, really interesting. It's always Friday night is always the difficult one, right? But we've got some really good sessions. One is called the Empowered Educator, Thriving in the Classroom, Professional and Personal Growth. And that's going to be with the creators of the Teaching Touch, Valentur and Gisela Zoccola, who are both incredibly engaging speakers. And we've got another one which is on human-centered AI for language teachers, practical strategies and innovative tools. Now, we had a previous session right at the beginning of the week from Pilar on AI, but this is from Karina Zell. She's a very experienced educator with a master's in linguistics and TESOL from the university in the UK. And it's a slightly different view of a subject which is just so important for everybody at the moment, because again, we talk about the digital divide, we talk about digital literacy and digital illiteracy and exclusion, and so with artificial intelligence coming in, and there's not equal access to those tools, just the same as there isn't equal access to digital technology. So very exciting talks tomorrow. I hope you can make it. You can postpone the gin and tonics, as a very British thing there to end an evening. You always have to have a gin and tonic in the summer. So postpone the gin and tonics until 8 o'clock when we finish tomorrow night. Thank you so much, and we will see you tomorrow. Thank you, María Eugenia.
Thank you, Robert. Thank you, British Council.